Hello, what's up everybody? It's your boy Roshi here. Today I am here to talk about a certain theory that I've just discovered has been circulating the internet for a while now, and I am now pretty much fully on board with that. I know you guys saw the message before the video, so if you haven't read the latest chapter, I would recommend staying out of this because there's going to be some spoilers, and I don't want to see you in my comments crying about me spoiling stuff because I warned you before I even got into the topic. So now that's over, I'm going to jump into it. So this theory circling the internet is the theory that All For One is Deku's father. One of my subscribers mentioned this in the chapter review I just released, and it just wasn't something that I was necessarily thinking about, and so I decided I actually would like that plot twist. That actually be very interesting. So I did some research and I found what I would consider to be an overwhelming amount of evidence to support this theory that All For One is Deku's father. Let's start from the fact that Kohei is heavily influenced by Star Wars, and we see this in a lot of the names of the locations are influenced by places in Star Wars. Even Mirio has an attack called the Phantom Menace. Nana Shimura is actually, her hair is eerily similar to Qui-Gon Jinn, and if we can consider her Qui-Gon Jinn, then we can consider All Might to be Obi-Wan Kenobi. If we can consider All Might to be Obi-Wan Kenobi, then we can consider Deku to be Luke Skywalker. And if Deku is Luke Skywalker, then we can conclude that All For One would be Darth Vader. And All For One did have a very Darth Vader-esque mask on when we first saw him. That was one thing, and I was just like, oh, holy shit. That's fucking crazy. Then the doctor, Deku's pediatrician, is actually the same guy working on the Nomus for All For One. Number one, I just want to say that shout out to all y'all out there that have been piecing all this together, because when I saw that, like, my mind was fucking blown. So the pediatrician is the same doctor working on the Nomus for All For One. Now, it's not 100% confirmed because the doctor working on the Nomus, it was a really shadowy figure, but it's the same fucking mustache and he's wearing the same spectacles, same bald guy. Pretty sure it's the same dude, and Kohei knows what he's doing. Next up, if you guys remember, there was a time when that flying Nomu came in and snatched up Deku. Well, Kohei had hinted a while back to, the origins of that specific Nomu, and it was a sketch of the kid that used to hang out with Bakugo and Midoriya when they were kids. So that Nomu had that child's quirk, and that child has been nowhere to be found. He's not in school with Deku or Bakugo. Now, I know he could have gone to a different high school, but he's just not even around. So I think it's safe to assume that they probably snatched him up, stole his quirk, and used it to manufacture this Nomu, or he is the Nomu. We don't know, but I found that to be extremely interesting as well. So it's getting real deep here. Also, I would like to say that it would also be a nice parallel to the fact that All For One took Shigaraki, who is Nana Shimura's grandson, and brought him over to the dark side and got all of his feelings. So it would be a pretty good plot twist for Deku to end up being All For One's child. So it's kind of like a swap. Shigaraki's on the dark side, Midoriya's on the light. Now, All For One also mentioned to All Might during the Kamino incident that All Might took something from him. Now, what that specifically means, we don't know. Could it be family? Did All Might know what he was speaking of when he mentioned that you took something from me? It could mean that you're fostering my child into something that I did not want him to become. We don't know, but I find out to be extremely important. So much things. And even now, with the latest chapter that has come out, I feel like this is the most damning piece of evidence to support this theory that All For One is Deku's pops. And that is the fact that the original One For All user was communicating with Deku in that vision. Now, if you guys remember, during the sports festival, Deku told All Might, yo, like, what's going on? I've seen all these shadowy figures. It was weird. It's a bunch of people. All Might said, yo, don't worry about it. These people cannot communicate with you. They can't interact with you. Just chill out, just vibe. That was a complete contradiction to what All Might told him. The original user is directly making contact with Deku. You know, originally when I read the chapter, I was like, oh, you know, maybe All Might could have lied to him or something just to not creep him out or something, or maybe there's just some other underlying issue here. But now I'm thinking maybe it's because they share a blood relation. That's his uncle. And since they share a blood relation, he's able to make contact with Deku and kind of explain. Now, he mentioned that Deku could only handle 20%, so he could only show him that much. Is the remainder of the story going to lead up to the part where maybe All For One meets Midoriya's mother and, you know, somehow falls in love? Or maybe it's some like weird type stuff where he just impregnates her with some kind of quirk and Deku is born and, you know, they don't really have any kind of relationship. I'm not sure. I don't know where he's going with this story, but I just find all this shit to just be insane. And I honestly would love for All For One to be Deku's father. It would make for a lot of great emotional moments. Now, whether they reveal that toward the end or about halfway through the story, I kind of have mixed. If they're gonna do a reveal like that, I kind of have mixed emotions as to whether they should wait till the very end or make that revelation sometime soon, and then we have like a time skip or something for Midoriya to kind of solidify, you know, his ideals. I don't know, y'all. My mind's fucking blown. Like, I was sitting here reading stuff for like an hour. I'm like, wow, like this story is batshit crazy. All the little details and hints thrown out here and there. And, you know, Kohei has mentioned that he will be revealing some information on Deku's father. Now, Deku's father hasn't been in the show. In the manga, he hasn't been anywhere to be found. And the only reason why I could see that is because Deku's father is going to be very, very important to the story. I wouldn't see him holding out on that forever. And I remember Deku's mother mentioning that his father was working abroad. Whatever the hell that means, who knows? But working abroad for years? Like what's going on here? So I'm pretty sure that the reveal is going to be super important. I'm really hoping that that's a big reveal. But I just wanted to share this theory with you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think that this is, you know, a viable theory, or do you think the internet is just full of shit? Just let me know. I'm curious. Y'all know that I think that Kohei has been trolling with the whole Dabi and Endeavor theory. I think there's just a lot of troll shit going on there. But this, I feel like this one might be facts. So I'm curious to know how you guys feel about that. But yeah, hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and let me know how you guys feel down in the comments. Also, make sure to check out my store, to the merch. The link is down below in the description. My Hero merch, Dragon Ball merch, all that stuff designed by me and C9 Comics. So I appreciate your support. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys have a great day or night, whatever time you're watching this, and I will catch you guys next time.